It's hard to believe that all this stuff was just leaves, grass clippings, food scraps not too long ago. And now I'm sitting on almost 2 feet of compost made by the chickens. So we gotta start putting this compost to work. I'm gonna run some of this through the bucket sifter because I'm gonna get some of this on my asparagus beds mixed with wood chips to make a nice fertile mulch. I also want to take this opportunity to talk about one of the upgrades I made. I extended it and now I have the uncovered run portion here. And this is also a good opportunity to talk about my new channel I started. It's called Fast Homesteading Michigan. So if you want to see some homesteading content, go ahead and check that out. I'll put a link in the description. I figured this would be a good opportunity to show everyone some of the upgrades I've made to my chicken composting system. I'm in the new addition that I added to my chicken composting system last year. I wanted an area that can get plenty of rainfall in here to help break down some of this bigger stuff I throw in here. We did have a big rain last night, so one of my favorite things to do is come out here, scoop up a lot of this stuff, and make it into the biggest pile I can so the chickens can work it. And that also helps bring up a lot of the bugs that are hiding in here as well. You can see the chickens are very anxious. They want to get to work. They're not too concerned about the swinging pitchfork dumping compost on them. The chickens just grabbed a giant night crawler. I haven't even scratched the surface in here. There's about another 6 to 10 inches of compost down here I could have piled up. I think they're going to be good for now. This pile here is about maybe 3 feet tall from the bottom. These chickens will have this spread out in probably the next hour or so. Not only are these chickens making compost, they enjoy spending time in this outdoor area. They get plenty of sunlight. I've cut my chicken feed down to about 4 times less than I was in the past. Especially out here, I like to come with some food scraps, just daily scraps. Come out here, let's give it to the chickens. Chickens are enjoying some pasta, some crackers. Looks like we got some fruit mixed in there, some rice, a little bit of roast beef. Anything we can eat, we also give it to the chickens. Chickens are pretty smart and won't eat stuff they're not supposed to. I occasionally find plastic bits in here that they don't touch. Anything they don't eat is just extra nitrogen for the compost. And the cool thing is, when they eat this food, it's filtered through their body to create even more nitrogen. It allows me to put bulkier materials in here. Got a lot of wood chips in here. We got some woody perennial weeds, some old broccoli stems. With all this wood, I get plenty of sawdust to put inside there. Some crushed biochar. Trying to really step up my biochar operation. My theory with this uncovered run is with the extra moisture, we could break down a lot beefier materials faster. And take the materials from the sifter from the original system and put them out here to break them down. I'm ready to sift and harvest this material since it is going to be pretty damp. I can move it underneath the covered run to dry out a little bit. While it's inside there, the chickens are still going to mix it up with the original compost, so we get all those shared microbes. So I think this really makes a more efficient system. It helps me break down stuff I probably really can't inside here because there's not enough moisture. But I'm not done. I'm also incorporating my chicken composting with my regular composting. I do the 18-day composting method. So I've gone ahead and attached my finishing bins to the chicken coop over here. I got it covered up. Here's some stuff that's going to age until the fall. And I rely on the chickens for materials for the 18-day composting system. So we're trying to find a way to recycle just about everything. And one of the things I compost are paper towels. So we started a paper towel bin. So I've been doing the deep layer method here, right underneath this chicken run. And what happens is the chickens come in here at night, they roost, and they make a lot of waste. So I'll come in here every couple days or so, throw some paper towels down, some shredded cardboard, some shredded paper. I got some pine shavings. And although this looks pretty sloppy, this coop does not smell. All that extra carbon there really soaks up that ammonia smell. And I'll be able to take this, bring it outside, and mix it with some wood chips and get a really hot compost pile going. And I just do my hot piles right here in front of the garden. And once the piles are ready, right to the finishing area. And if I need extra moisture, I have the hose right here. It's a lot more efficient than the piles when they are all the way in the back. Chicken compost here, compost I make here, garden here. everything is really close together. And we made a lot of compost last year with the chickens. You can see how nice this looks with the garlic coming up in here. Really nice in these beds here. And you can tell what areas have not yet received the chicken compost. So we got to get those filled in, which means I got to get to work. So this is the end of this chicken composting video. I'm sure it's going to get bigger and we're going to have a lot more new ideas. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video to make the algorithm happy. Thanks for watching.